In today's video, we are going to be blacking out our chrome exhaust tips with Plastidip. So let's get started. And welcome back to today's video, you guys. Yes, I did say Plastidip. I did this on a video a long time ago, and it lasted for the 2 years that I owned my truck until I sold it. And we're gonna try it again. So there's a lot of questions on whether this stuff will hold up to the heat on the exhaust tips. So I'm gonna do it again for you guys to see how she goes. So we pretty much put a blackout package on this Laramie. It had chrome bumpers, chrome headlights, chrome emblems, and we've eliminated all the chrome, even a chrome grill. We did the back as well. We also took off the chrome wheels. We put on these OEM black Sport 20 wheels. And we also did the color match rear bumper. We even did the emblems, you can see here, but we haven't done the chrome exhaust tips. I was going to try to cut these off and put on a set of Flowmaster tips that I have, 5-inch tips. But the problem is that the factory piping looks like it steps down to 2 1/4 and then steps back up to 2 1/2 on each end. So to try to get that to either to clamp or weld, the Flowmaster ones are 2 1/2, so they're gonna be a little bit too big. You could do it, you know, put a piece of pipe to step it up and stuff like that, but I want to try this for you guys first. We'll see how it looks. Again, we're gonna take these off. They're only held on by 1 bolt, so we're gonna loosen that bolt right there. It's just got this pinch bolt with this kind of V-band style clamp, and then it comes off, and then we can get to painting. So let me take off that 1 bolt. We'll get both tips off, and we'll get to work. So there you go, the 13 mil. So you might have to spread the clamp a little bit, just so that you can get it to come off a little bit easier. So we spread the clamp. She might be kind of welded on here, so you might have to give her a few love taps, but it'll come off. So there you go, a couple love taps and she comes straight off like that. Here we go, we've got the tips off. So this is where I am gonna go a little bit different and do the Plastidip technique. If you guys want, you can use, you know, a more permanent paint, but requiring a more permanent paint, you would have to do a lot more serious prep work. You wouldn't be able to just, you know, simply paint over top of chrome. You'd probably have to sand these down, where that's the nice part about Plastidip. It will adhere to this chrome shiny surface. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna Scotch-Brite them. I'm only gonna go up until the weld mark pretty much. I don't think there's a point in trying to paint the exhaust pipe. So I'll probably tape off to there and just Scotch-Brite all the junk and dirt off of them, and then we'll get to the fun part. All right, so I just used a little bit of the green Scotch-Brite. I have the red one as well, but it is going to, you know, scuff up the surface. So you could technically paint it, and we might end up painting these ultimately and eventually, but I do want to show you guys the Plastidip process and test it out and see how long it actually lasts. If it doesn't hold up, we can simply remove the Plastidip and we will paint them with high temp paint, but I do want to try it this way just for fun. So that's what it looked like previously, and then this is what it looks like cleaned up. So let's go ahead, get out the Plastidip. I'm gonna tape here and we'll start spraying. So here we are, we got taped up. We're at Boosted's infamous paint booth here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna apply some coats. So we're gonna go with light coats. Don't go heavy with this stuff for your first coat. Do it super light and dusted. And then once that dries, then you can start laying it on. But you want it to do a light coat first so you can get it to adhere to the surface, and then you can start going crazy with it. So there you have it for the first coat, you guys. Like I said, nothing too crazy, just kind of a dusting, but getting full coverage so that it's at least sticking to the whole surface. And we'll go ahead, we'll let this dry. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera. It kind of looks like I went overkill on it, but you can see it's super light and chrome still showing through in most spots. So hopefully the camera's picking that up. We'll let this dry, and then we'll apply our second coat. So we're gonna let this dry up. If you guys don't know, the Plastidip is kind of like self-leveling, so it usually goes on a little funny and then come back 5 minutes later and it looks a lot flatter, but that's the way she looks after the second coat. We'll let it dry. Okay, so like I was saying, hopefully you guys can see, it does level itself out, and then you get this beautiful, nice finish like you can see here. So that's only 2 coats in, you guys. So we're gonna keep going. Probably put about 5 coats on it. I also have to do that one. I'm not going to bore you with showing you the process on 2 of them, but you're just going to keep going, throwing more coats down. And like I said, we'll get about 5 coats so that it's nice and durable, and call it good. All right, guys, we are 5 coats deep, and that's how it looks. Looks really, really good. Hopefully you can see it. I'm really happy with the outcome. Let's go ahead and throw these back on, 1 bolt each. So you just center it up, tighten the bolt. Let's get the other one on there. And here's the final product, you guys. So it looks really good. I'm definitely happy with the outcome. Again, you get this nice black appearance, not too shiny, not too dull. And it really ties in with the rest of the truck. So since we've kind of gotten rid of all the chrome, definitely think it ties in. Comment down below what you guys think. I'm gonna be putting this to the true test. We're gonna be towing across country with this thing, and not light towing, like 24-foot fully loaded enclosed trailer towing. So if these tips are gonna get hot, they're definitely gonna get hot on this vehicle. So I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I did this before and didn't have any problems, but I will keep you guys posted if anything happens. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I'll link down below where you can get yourself a can of Plastidip. It is super cheap. It's like $5 to do this mod, and it is reversible. I wouldn't suggest maybe using a Scotch brake pad on your tips if you're gonna ever plan to go back chrome, because it does scuff them up a little bit, but you can, you know, clean them up without using something so abrasive, so that if you ever want to go back to chrome, you can. And like I said, I've done this before. It held up really well. I'll keep you guys updated how it holds up again on this one. If it does deteriorate, then we'll go ahead, remove the Plastidip, and we'll go ahead and put a higher temp paint on there. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. Keep you guys posted. Give it a thumbs up. Check out the other videos on this channel, and we'll see you guys on the next video.